All right, guys. Welcome back to another Instagram Live. Today's gonna be amazing. This is just a pop-up one, but I'm gonna talk about the 12K with a $0 investment. How did I do it? Let me break it down. And is it gonna be happening again? I'm gonna talk about all of that right now. Okay. So I'm very excited. There's a lot of exciting stuff happening in the cryptocurrency space, but I just wanted to jump on to give you guys an opportunity to ask some questions. I want to drop some gems for you guys. This IG live is not going to be recorded, so if you need to grab pen and paper so you can take some notes, okay? Because it's going to be gem after gem after gem, okay? And as you can see by the title of this conversation, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I made an extra $12,000 in less than 30 days and basically with $0 down, okay? Which is absolutely crazy, okay? So I'm very excited about it. I will be talking about it. Now, I do want to let you guys know this opportunity where you can, that are like low risk, very low investment or low budget opportunities are very time sensitive, okay? And I want you guys to keep that in mind as well, okay? But yeah, guys, I'm very, very, very excited. Hopefully the music in the background is not too loud, okay? This is my track right now, but I want to give it a few more minutes because I know a few more people are going to be jumping on for sure. Okay, perfect. But nonetheless, diving right into it, how did I make an extra $12,000 on a basically $0 down investment? And how are you able to do that without any money down, right? How does it work? So I'm going to break it down just a little bit for you guys. Now, I do want to let you know a few things. Number one, this opportunity, right, does still exist and there's still going to be a lot more, but it's time sensitive. The second thing is there are a lot of steps and a lot of details, okay, which means you have to know what you're doing and you have to have patience to go through the steps, get the wallets, the platform set up and everything so that you can participate in these amazing opportunities to make that type of income in a very short amount of time, okay? Which is really, really crucial. I'm just gonna turn this down just a quick sec, guys. Okay. Just thought I'd turn that down a little bit. I was kind of jamming out earlier, actually. Jamming out a little bit before the call, before this IG live, guys. But nonetheless, like I said, this opportunity is very time sensitive. There are opportunities coming up where you can do the exact same thing, right? And be able to participate in it. So the very first thing that's really important is to first assess which cryptocurrencies that you have, right, that are part of your portfolio, and then you also want to understand and learn about two key projects, okay? So the first one, and actually before I dive in, I wanted to say welcome to those that just joined. Okay, perfect. Just going through this here. I want to invite a few more people because I know I had a lot of people asking a lot of questions. So I want to give you guys the opportunity to tune in. And if you guys have questions, feel free to drop the questions. This is a great opportunity for you guys to dive in and be able to ask, because this is the opportunity for you guys. I do this for you guys. I want to educate you guys so you guys can really maximize your profits and really monetize with this. So just keep that in mind. Okay, perfect. Let's take a look here. Okay, perfect, and perfect. I think that is it. I think we're good. Awesome. Okay, perfect. Okay, so like I said, two key projects you want to look into, which are definitely part of my one of them is actually part of my top 5 crypto investments, but the first of the two projects is going to be both Polkadot, okay, and the other one's going to be Kusama. Okay, so those are two projects I'm very excited about. Polkadot is actually in my top 5, like, of all time cryptocurrency projects and crypto investments. Okay, Kusama is just as great, honestly, it is. And they're both doing so many amazing things. So you want to really take an opportunity, take some time, look into those cryptocurrencies. Of course, I always talk about going onto a platform like CoinGecko. That's literally, where you start everything when it comes to your research. But you want to dive onto there, go on there, type in Polkadot, learn a little bit about it. Actually, let me bring that up here. And of course, you guys know I always talk about the crypto strategy workbook. This is literally all the notes, worksheets, templates, all that good stuff. So I want to show you guys what I go through when I'm looking at which cryptocurrencies to invest in, right? Because one of the things that has me really excited, let me go through this here. Let's see here. Oh, here it is. Perfect. Okay. So this is my 6-step analysis model, okay, that talks about the 6 things that I look at whenever I'm about to, when I'm researching cryptocurrency investments, deciding whether or not I want to invest in it and so forth. Now, one of the key things as to why I say to look into those 2 cryptocurrency investments or projects is a lot of it has to do with the use case in terms of what does that cryptocurrency project do? Are they being innovative? Are they solving a problem? Is it just a meme coin that doesn't really have to have a purpose or serve a purpose, right? If a coin is staying very I don't want to say influential, but staying very innovative, and that's doing something really unique in comparison to some of the other cryptocurrencies out there, then that's I want to say a bit of a sweet spot, right? Because they're very unique compared to everything else that's out there, and there's over 10,000 different cryptocurrencies to date, right? So you have to make a decision. How do you decide, whether to invest in, A or B, right? And so this is where you want to have an actual checklist of what you want to look at when you're looking to invest, right? So of course, for those, I always talk about this, you guys could definitely grab this book. It's full of amazing things. Feel free to DM me and I can make sure I send you out a copy in the mail. But like I mentioned, the 2 projects that really was a really big factor was both Polkadot and Kusama, okay? Now, with these opportunities, I also want to share the difference between you making an extra, $5,000 compared to an extra like, $20 or even $50,000. A lot of the times goes back to timing. When are you getting into those investments, right? Are you buying it at a really ideal low price point? Or are you investing at a very, very high price point, like an all-time high? That makes the difference, makes the biggest difference. And I'll give you an example, okay? I'm going to pull up KSM, which is Kusama, okay, which I just told you guys to look into. Okay, this is not financial advice, but you guys want to definitely look into it, okay? So if you pull up Kusama, we can see it's sitting roughly around 365 USD, okay? Now, this coin had an all-time high of $620. So this is, it's dropped about 41% so far, which is not bad, okay? But when we look at this coin, some people might look at the price and say, man, it's already a couple $100. Do I really want to invest in it, right? I'd rather invest in something else that is at a lower price point where you can get more coins. Yes, that's true, but it also depends on the potential of the coin, right? As an example, I first heard about Kusama when it was like $25, right? $25. And it went from $25 to almost $650. Right now, investing at $25, would you say that's a good investment? Right? Yes, it is. I hope we're saying yes, because it is, right? But and that's why I tell you, so you don't always want to go for the coins that are just at low price points. You also want to look at what they're doing and how they're being innovative. And those 2 cryptos that I just mentioned to you, both Polkadot and Kusama, are being very innovative in the space, right? When we think about all these different cryptocurrency investments or projects that are out there, they're like businesses, right? And there's still, of course, in order to grow your business, you need funding, right? And so what a lot of these projects used to do, some of them still do, is what we call like an ICO, an initial coin offering, right? So for you, if you're familiar with, like, let's say stocks, you might have heard of IPO, initial public offering, right? When that stock, of course, early investors are able to get into it. So very same concept, right, of what we have with the ICO, but there was a lot of people that made a lot of money, people lost a lot of money. There were some, fake ICOs and so forth that were really just kind of pump and dump ideas, right? So you want to make sure you're being strategic and you're not losing your money, right? That's the whole name of the game, right? You want to make money, you don't want to lose money, right? So that was the whole style that we had back in the day for a lot of these crypto projects to be able to, generate income so that you can put the money towards continuing to grow their project. But now, Polkadot and Kusama have really changed the game. And now they have what we call these parachain auctions, which is really, really, really unique. And to kind of sum it up, think of all these different projects that are competing against each other to actually be a part of, either Polkadot or either Kusama's network, right? And by doing so, like I said, they're competing with one another. There's only a certain amount of slots. And people like myself, people like yourself are able to participate in helping them fundraise, right? By contributing some of your Polkadot or some of your Kusama, and in return, not only are you going to get your contribution back, but they're also going to reward you with some of their tokens, right? Which is amazing, right? So one of the beautiful examples, absolutely beautiful example, and I'm going to pull it up here, is another coin, MOVR, which is the ticker, okay? And I'm going to plug in my computer. If you guys have questions, drop your questions down below. I'm more than happy to answer it for you guys. Let me just grab this. Okay, perfect. So this coin is called MOVR, which is also known as Moon River. Okay, you guys probably heard me talking about it. For those that have me on Clubhouse, know I'm always talking about this coin because the results have just been absolutely amazing. Okay, now I do also want to let you guys know this is not financial advice, so please do your own research. I'm just sharing my experiences, what has worked for me, what has been profitable for me, right? But yes, this is one coin that's actually been doing absolutely amazing. Now this coin, I don't think I've seen a coin move so fast before, to be honest with you, right? So when this coin first launched, when it came on, CoinGecko for the very first time, it launched at about $100, okay? But let me back up a little bit. Like I said, you're able to basically lend out your coins to them, and in return, after a certain time period, they're going to give you your coins back, right? So you're not losing anything, right? And then on top of that, you're going to be rewarded with their coin that's brand new. So you're able to actually earn the coin even before it launches, which is amazing, right? So as this, with this example of this coin, myself as well as some of my students and people that I work with as well, we were able to actually earn this coin even before it launched. And then as it launched, right, and I want to give you guys the exact dates because I want you guys to see everything in and out, okay? And I think there was a comment. Oops, let me just go back up. Yes. Please be careful of any, fake accounts. This is me. I'm live. This is my only account. So be cautious, guys. The verification, Instagram verification is coming. Okay, definitely working on it still. But yes, definitely keep that in mind, guys. Be careful of those fake accounts that are trying to be me. There's only one, and this is me. Okay, perfect. Hi, James. Welcome. Good to have you. Okay. But yes, so this coin launched, let me see here. Yes, so Friday, August 27th, and it was about $98 per coin. So like I said, we got these coins for free. It launched at about $100, right? So using the example, right? Let's go through it. $100, you're already at $2,000, which is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing, right? And then literally from August 27th to about September 11th, okay, it went up to close to $500, which is crazy. Less than 30 days, it went from $100 per coin to up almost $500 per coin. Now that's crazy. And like I said, that's a coin that you got for free, right? And these are opportunities that the average person does not know about, right? Because like I said in the beginning, it requires you to be patient. It requires you to take time to actually learn, right? The different wallets or different platforms and different processes that are involved with actually getting involved with this. And then you also just have to know what you're doing, right? And that goes back to coaching, right? Having someone to guide you, right? I have so many people that hear me, speak, even students and so forth, that hear me speak about these opportunities that need a lot of guidance, because if it was easy, everybody would do it, right? So it definitely has some steps to it. And of course, I'm always there to help and assist, right? I actually just had a few calls earlier this week discussing and actually breaking down like the 4 or 5 step process to actually get into some of these projects. But at the same time, I want to let you guys know this is extremely time sensitive. Okay. So let me just go back to the page here. Okay. So if I actually go to parachains.info, where it gives a full list of all the amazing upcoming projects, we'll see that the past crowd loan opportunities that we had, everything was on Kusama, right? So you have to have Kusama in order to participate in these opportunities. Now, out of all the projects that people could, participate and contribute to, right? We saw once again, Moo River is number one, right? If you gave and you just, contributed one Kusama, at the all-time high for this coin, you would have already made about $7,000. $7,000 for one Kusama, right? And you're gonna get your Kusama back, and you got these coins for free. Like it's just a no-brainer, right? And it's absolutely amazing being able to actually earn these coins passively and being able to make the extra income passively, right? Like I said, it's like you're making money with money, and at the same time, like, this very low risk, in my opinion, right? Still do your research, but to me, I believe these opportunities are very low risk and they don't require a lot of money, right? And you're able to get in early, and that's where you make the most profits, right? For me, I'm not interested in making an extra couple $100 or $1,000 or $5,000. I'm looking at like $15,000 and more. That's it, right? When it comes to investing some of these projects, I have to ask myself, what is my ROI? What is my return on my investment going to look like, right? Before I just dive into it. And if it's only like $2,000, like, yeah, $2,000 is nice, but I want to make bigger money, right? Like I said, my minimum was like $15,000 or more. That's it, right? If it's not going to hit that benchmark for me, then I'm good. Because there's so many different opportunities with this. And if you look at the other coins, the other fact to it too is there's so many different other projects you can get involved with on here, and not all of them, okay, and I'm going to say this like twice, not all of them are going to give you amazing returns. There is a strategy as to why that coin went to $500 while all the other coins stayed. You're looking at it right now, we're at $3, $10, right? There's a system to this, right? And that's what you need to learn, because if you're just going out there and investing in any coin that's a couple cents, that's great, but there's a reason why they're only a couple cents, right? And that's the beautiful thing about it. And that's where you have to start to learn about supply and demand, because that plays a really big role. So as an example, even though I invested in a few of these other projects that are here, these other coins, right? I invested more into this coin, right? Specifically because I was looking at the max supply. Okay, how many coins are ever going to exist? And I saw that the max supply for this is just over $10 million, right? Which is, or 10 million, I should say, 10 million coins, which is not a lot, right? So anything, I personally like to say, anything that has like 100 million and less is a very, very, very beautiful spot to be, right? So when I saw that, I'm like, wow, this coin only has about 10 million, and other coins have like 1 billion or a couple billion or whatever the case is. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put more money into this coin. And as you guys know, that paid off incredibly, right? Because that's still the number one coin out of all the different opportunities and different projects on the platform, right? Which is really exciting. So like I said, I want you guys to keep that in mind, and give you guys an opportunity now to ask a little bit of questions if you do. But this is like that exclusive information that not everybody fully understands, and not everybody is willing to be patient enough to follow the steps to actually get involved with it, because it's not that complicated, but there's a lot of steps to it, right? So just keep that in mind as well. That was good. Okay. Let me just take a look here. I think I said some questions here. Let's see. I see a lot of familiar faces. Hello, welcome. Okay, these late night crypto talks. Yeah, late night crypto talks. Honestly, I'm a night owl, and a lot of times nighttime I get motivated. Like, I was just having a conversation. I'm like, man, I can't sleep right now. I need to add some more zeros to my bank account, right? Like, this is just can't bother. I was actually just having a conversation. By the way, I'm speaking this into existence, but I just had a conversation with one of my I consider him a mentor. Yeah, one of my good mentors, someone that we bounce ideas off of. We kind of go back and forth a little bit, but I just saw this amazing opportunity, right? To be able to go away for the entire month. Everything's all inclusive, private jet all around the world. I think it's like 8 different countries, and for like 25 days, and it's only like 168K, right? Which is absolutely amazing. But like, that amazing opportunity and experiences, that's the beautiful things that you can do and be able to, yeah, be able to experience when you have extra zeros in your bank account. You know what I mean? So it's like, how can I sleep when I have work to do? The year is almost up. So yes, late night crypto talks is when I'm motivated. That's when I just have these pop-up calls. Are you in Canada presently? Yes, I am. Right now, I'm in Canada. I don't know where I'll be a few weeks from now, but yes, I'm in Canada. I'm in Canada right now. But great question. The name of the website is parachains.info. If you send me a message, I can send you the details. Now, very important, I do want to let you guys know this week, right? Tomorrow's Monday, or I guess technically today's Monday, right? For Eastern. But this week is the last week that I'm going to be accepting and having free crypto calls. Okay. These I usually charge, right? For one-on-one calls. However, for this week, this is the last week that I'm going to be having free calls. So if you do want to jump on a call with me, it'll be on Zoom. We'll be able to discuss a little bit more of your goals, where you are now in your crypto journey, where is it you want to be, as well as talk about your strategy and actually create a game plan for you, right? Then yes, you're able to send me a message. I still only have a few more spots for this week. And this is the last week and the only week that I'm actually going to be doing this. Because after that, I go back to just charging on one-on-one calls. So just keep that in mind, guys. And message me right away. I can send you the link so you can go ahead and book that free call, okay? Let's see. Perfect. To welcome, I see Monique. We have Fabian, welcome. Perfect. Jessica, welcome. Victor. Yes, Akala is coming. Yes, it is. Oh my gosh. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Let me go over there real quick. Yeah, November 11th is when it's going down. There's actually a few projects that I'm looking at. At the same time, as great as a lot of this is, my goal and what I always teach my students is to focus on going deep rather than going wide. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Focus on going deep rather than going wide when it comes to your crypto investments in your portfolio, right? So what that means essentially, instead of focusing on having so many different crypto investments, right, looking at all these different coins that are everything's exciting to you, focus on pouring additional income or additional funds into some of those projects that you've already identified as great investments. Okay. You do not need to have, 30, 50, 70 different coins that you're invested in. Focus on just a few. And that's actually why I think I have it in the crypto strategy workbook actually. Let me see here. Yeah, so I'll give you guys a sneak peek. This is literally only for my academy students, which I see some of the names in here, so welcome, guys. But yes, I have my portfolio tracker here, right? And this is for people to actually write down and keep track of their portfolio, right? So talking about which coins you have, how many coins you have, your goal in terms of how many coins do you want to accumulate, right, for that specific current project, as well as where is those coins located, right? So this is really crucial. When I do this, I only have enough space for a few, I think maybe about 10 coins, right? And the reason I do that once again is because I want to focus and have my students focus on going deep, right? Have a few investments, crypto investments that you are, passionate about, that you're excited about, that you believe in, right? That you see as like long-term investments. And then from there, you can continue to pour into them. You do not have to continue to expand your portfolio of different crypto investments, right? And that's what the mistake that a lot of people do is they'll just start investing, $100 or a couple $100 to, 7, 20, 50 different coins, but you're not really profiting enough, right? You're not maximizing your investments that way, right? You want to stay focused and continue to pour into the ones that you've already established that are really good investments, right? That actually makes sense for you and what your goals are, right? Because like I said, there's over 10,000 different cryptocurrencies, right? Some of them will help you to get to your goal faster. Some of them might be a little bit slower. So you have to choose coins that make sense for you and the type of investor that you are, right? And that's why I always talk about the self-assessment, right? Getting a good idea of what your risk is like, what your your goals are, all of that good stuff. Like I said, though, I will have that conversation with those individuals that want to jump on a call with me. Send me a message. I can definitely send you the link It will be this week. This is the last week that I will ever do free calls. Okay. So please, 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 if you are interested, send me a message. I believe I still have a few more spots left. Okay. And then we'll be able to jump on a call, discuss where you are in crypto journey, which income streams of crypto are you trying to focus on, how much money do you want to make, and what does it take for you to actually get there and accomplish that, right? Now I also want to let you guys know in terms of myself, I am like in terms of my coaching style, I am the type of coach that likes to keep it very, very direct, very transparent. Okay. Um, Now the reason for that is because my goal is to help you go from point A to point B, right? Where you are now to where it is that you want to be with in terms of your financial situation, right? Now, yes, we're using crypto as a vehicle, but in order for you to get there, I have to be transparent in terms of what's required or what's needed in order for you to get there, right? I don't want to sugarcoat anything because my goal is to get you results, right? To make you help you to make profits and make money with this, right? So if I'm going to do that, I can't sugarcoat anything. So if you're doing something wrong, I will tell you, okay? I'm going to tell you, kindly, but I'm going to tell you regardless, right? So we can make sure you're on the right track. So you know you're doing the right things. That's going to help to make you money. That's what it's about, okay? Now at the same time, I do want to let you guys know also that when I decide or when I'm looking to work with somebody, someone that, wants to be a student or a client or whatever, there's two things that I look for, right? That you have to have in order for me to even consider working with you. You have to have these two things, right? The very first thing is that you are committed. Okay. Now, committed means that you are willing to put in the work, put in the time, or make the time to actually follow, like do the work, right? Follow the systems, the steps that I have in place, and really just dig in, right? You're committed to, changing your financial situation over the next 12 months. Okay, because I got a lot of messages of people that they want to make money, they want to make six figures with crypto, which yes is possible, but if I give you the steps to do it and you're not doing the work, then what's the point, right? I don't want to waste my time. I don't want you guys to waste your time either, and that's why I say being committed and being serious about, making this type of income, right? It is important. And one of the things that goes with that is you have to also make a sacrifice, right? Everybody that I work with that's made six figures with cryptocurrency or, even 50K with cryptocurrency, everyone had to make a sacrifice in order to really make that type of money, right? And there's a reason, once again, why some people only make an extra 5,000 and why other people make an extra 50,000 plus, right? You have to sacrifice something. What are you willing to give up over the next 6 to maybe 12 months to really make the income that you're looking to make, right? And so you have to ask yourself. Now, the second thing that I look for, so I already said being committed. The second thing is you have to be coachable, okay? So like I said, the Crypto Strategy Academy or even the Crypto Strategy Workbook is literally filled with so many different templates and worksheets, right? So if I'm giving you the step-by-step process, let's use this as an example, okay? I just told you that I made an extra $12,000 on basically a $0 investment in less than 30 days. So if I give you the roadmap, the step-by-step system on how I did that, I need to know that you're coachable and you're willing to follow the steps, right? Word for word, right? Yes, you may not understand everything, but knowing that you're willing to learn and you're willing to follow the steps that I have, that's how you're going to be able to generate that type of income. Because you don't just make an extra $12,000 in less than 30 days, basically $0 down, just like that, right? There's a system to this. And there's a reason why some people are able to do it when some people aren't, right? So if you want that information, you have to be coachable. And that's why if you want to work with me, you have to be coachable, right? I want to work with people that are hungry, that are really serious about learning. And honestly, since I've been doing so many calls and I'm always talking to different people, it's so amazing. So amazing connecting with some of you guys that are just students of crypto, students that are just really willing to get the most out of this. And those are the people that are going to make millions of dollars in cryptocurrency, right? If you just stay aggressive is the word that I like to say, right? So that's my little spiel right there, guys. But like I said, this is that's exactly what you need. That's the secret sauce right there if you want to make serious money with this. Okay. Now, The other thing I want to let you guys know, okay, is I've been in crypto since 2016, right? So I've been in the game. I've been around all of it. I've seen it all, right? Now, one piece of advice, guys, please be careful in terms of who you are taking advice from, crypto advice from. Because unfortunately, everyone that made money in cryptocurrency now is a crypto educator, right? Whether it's TikTok, whether it's Instagram, Reels, anybody that's made money in cryptocurrency is now a crypto educator. So you need to do your research, right? Ask yourself, do these people actually, are they credible? Have they been in the game for a while, right? Do they actually know what they're doing? Or did they just pop up because of the whole crypto craze that's going on, right? So you want to be very cautious of that. I've seen a lot of people, everybody actually, everybody's a crypto educator. But like I said, guys, I've been in the game since 2016, since Bitcoin was like less than 10,000, less than 8. I think it was like, I don't even remember how much Bitcoin was back then. I remember like everything was just really, really, really low. Like it was crazy. Right. But when I first heard about crypto back in 2016, I actually heard about it through my parents. Okay. There were entrepreneurs talking about Bitcoin and online wallets and all that good stuff. And I'm like, what in the world are they talking about? Right? Because I never heard about these stuff. No one was really talking much about cryptocurrency. And I decided to jump in. I said, whatever, let me give it a try. Invested about $300. Months went by, totally forgot about it. And then I'm like, you know what? I need to check on that Bitcoin thing and see where my money is at, right? What is my money doing? So I went back, checked on it. That $300 within just a few months, it grew to almost $900. Okay. And I'm like, I don't know what in the world I just did, but I need to do that again, right? And that's where I really started to dive in and learn. Now, if you're on your computer, definitely go over to CoinGecko. I want you to pull up Bitcoin, okay? Because I want to show you guys something very, very crucial here. That I don't want you guys to make this mistake in this bull run that we're this big move that we're about to go from 60K to 100K or 150K. I don't want you guys to make this mistake. Okay, so I'm gonna share this with you guys. So if you go on your computer, you click on CoinGecko and you pull up Bitcoin. You're gonna see the chart. I want you to click on max, so you can see the max timeline. And I want us to focus on the big move that we had in 2017, 2018. Okay. Now I'm just going to shorten this up a little bit here. Perfect. And let's go here. Perfect. So now I want to paint the picture for you. Okay. In January of 2017, Bitcoin started roughly at about $900, which is crazy. $900, okay? Now, like I said, I got involved in 2016. So fortunate enough, I was already able to experience one of these bull runs, right? Which is what we're having now. Everyone's excited. Bitcoin is amazing. Gonna be millionaires, all that amazing stuff, right? All that emotion, right? But I already experienced Bitcoin going from $900 to that first all-time high that we had, about $20,000, right? Just under $20,000 US, which is crazy. So $900 for a Bitcoin, all the way up to about $20,000 for a Bitcoin, right? Now, a lot of people made a lot of money, but some of the mistakes that they did is people are using like their credit cards. People are using like the money that they were going to use for like a down payment on a house. They just took that and put it into crypto, or maybe they mortgaged their house, right? Just to be able to get involved with this because of the excitement, which is what we have right now, okay? But what's really important is after that, Bitcoin, and I'm going to go out just a little bit more. After that, Bitcoin went from, like I said, 20,000 and dropped all the way to like under $7,000. Call it 6,300, right? So from $20,000 down to 6,300, right? And all of that was just within a couple months, right? A few months. Now, the mistake is a lot of people knew how to get into these crypto investments, but they did not have a growth strategy or an exit strategy. Right? So they would look at their portfolio, they'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm already in like 20K worth of profits. But because they didn't have a plan, they went from 20K in profits to, depending on when they got in, maybe they went down to maybe 5K, or maybe they went in the negatives because they invested at the wrong time. So you guys need to make sure you have an exit strategy, because Bitcoin will still follow the same cycle. As beautiful as it is for Bitcoin to go up to 100, 150K, we still will see that massive drop. So you need to know when to take your profits and when to get out of the market and how you're going to do that. Okay. Because a lot of people made that mistake, right? And now with even more people getting involved with this bull run, yes, Bitcoin made a new all-time highs, right? Exciting. But at the same time, once again, people are getting in at the wrong times, which means every move that they're making is high risk, right? Because you're investing and you're not investing at the right time, right? At the right price points. And then on top of that, you don't have a strategy in terms of how are you going to secure your investments? How are you going to make sure that you don't lose any money? Because as fast as you can make money, you can lose money just the same, right? And so that's why it's super, super crucial to make sure you end up on the right side of this bull run, right? Do not let the excitement just go to your head, because Bitcoin's not going to go up forever, right? There's a cycle to this, right? And now when you're talking to other people that claim to be crypto educators, ask them if they've ever experienced a bull run. Ask them if they even have a strategy, or they can help you to create a crypto, entry, growth, and exit strategy that makes sense for you, right? And that's the type of individuals that you want to take advice from, that you want to listen to, because they know what they're doing, right? They're not just someone that just said, hey, I made an extra 5K in crypto, I know what I'm doing now, right? You want to make sure these are people that can actually help you go from your point A to your point B, okay? So that's it for my rant today, guys, okay? Those kind of we covered a lot of stuff. We talked about how I made the 12K less than 30 days, zero down. We talked about some of those strategies. I also talked a little bit about the bull run and some of the different strategies you guys can use, how to, spot someone that's an actual crypto educator versus someone that's just random and that just made, some money in cryptocurrency that isn't necessarily credible. And then also told you guys, and this is another reminder, that this week, okay, is the last week that I am having free crypto calls. I usually charge on an hourly basis for my calls. However, for this week, I will be doing calls where I can actually jump on a call with you guys. You guys can see me, okay, just like how you see me right now. And we're going to be able to discuss, where you're at right now in your crypto journey. Where is it that you want to be, right? How much money you want to make? Do you want to invest? Do you want to trade? Do you want to take advantage of some of the parachain auction stuff? All that good stuff, right? And then also create a plan that makes sense for you, okay? So all of that good stuff, message me ASAP. It's on a first come, first served basis. So those that get in, you're in, save your spot. After this week, it's going to go back to, I'm going to be charging for my calls, okay? Charging for one-on-one calls, so keep that in mind. But I am going to jump off. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop your questions. And then that's it for tonight, guys. Let's see here. Okay, stay aggressive. How do I get copies of those? Great question. So if you do want to get a copy of the Crypto Strategy Workbook, like I said, guys, it's filled with lots of different worksheets, templates, all that good stuff. I do have copies and I can mail them to you. I also have an ebook version. So if you just want the digital copy, you can literally download it, get access to it right away. The link is in my bio. So if you click at the top, it should be at the top right there on my name. You don't have to click yet, but after. But if you do click on the top and you go to my Instagram page, you'll see the little link in my bio. Click on that and you'll see where you're able to actually get the digital version of this book. Or if you want to get it mailed out to you, you definitely can. Same thing. Or feel free to just message me and I can give you the link directly and you can get your copy. I will be mailing them out. I actually have some orders already that I'm going to be sending out as well tomorrow. So good question. Let's see here. Let me take a look here for some more questions and then I'm going to wrap up. Okay, so I think this is going to be my last question here. Can you throw more light on the exit strategy? Very good question. So exit strategy is, how are you going to get out of the market? Let's say you invest in Polkadot as an example, right? And maybe you see profits, you invest in it, you see you're in maybe you made a couple $100, or maybe you made, a couple $1,000, whatever the case is, you're in profits. And then you're like, you know what? I want to take some money out of the market, right? And now when you start thinking about your exit strategy, it really goes back to what your goal is, right? Is your goals long-term, short-term, right? Are you focused on, trading, or focused just on investing? Because how you're going to move that money around plays a really big really big role, right, in terms of your goals and how you're going to move around the money, right? As an example, I had some students that were actually some clients, a couple actually, that wanted to get into cryptocurrency to generate extra income that they can put towards their down payment on a new property, right? That's what their goal is, right? And then I had another client that was like, you know what? I want to invest long term, but right now I'm really focused on short term. I really just want to make some extra money so I can pay off some bills, some debt, and get a new car, right? Now those are two different individuals that have two different goals. So how they're going to get into the market, grow their investment, and exit the market is going to be completely different, right? So when people are exiting the market, let's use the example of the amazing couple that wanted to, generate extra income towards buying a property, right? For them, maybe when they hit their specific goal in terms of how much they want to make, right, or how much they want to maybe their goal, I think their goal was to make I think it was like 30K in profits, right? 30 or 40K in profits that they needed, right, towards buying the property, which is fine. But as soon as they reached their goal, for them, they decided to take some of those funds out, right? Now, for them, they decided to take about 75% of their profits because they had a very specific goal, right? But like I said, for other people, they might just decide to take out their initial investment. Or maybe you want to just redirect that money into your trading account, right? So you have more to trade with. Or maybe you might take those funds from, like I said, Polkadot, and take those profits and put it into Bitcoin or put them back into Ethereum, right? So there's lots of different exit strategies and lots of different, ways to go about it, but it really goes based on your goals, right? Because like I said, your goals dictate everything. And I work with individuals that have lots of different goals that use a lot of those different strategies. So hopefully it gives you some insights, but we really won't know an ideal exit strategy unless we actually have a phone call. You can break down, what your situation looks like, what your portfolio is, what your goals are, and how you're looking to make money with cryptocurrency. But great question. Okay, so that is it for today. I think one last question was the cost. So if you want to get the digital version, the digital copy where you can just download it, view everything online, edit the templates, fill in the blanks, all that good stuff, at least only $29.99. And then the hard copy is actually on sale right now. Okay. So right now you can get it for, I believe it's like $49.99 for the actual physical copy. Now that includes shipping as well. So it will be mailed out to you. You'll get it in the mail. Then you'll be able to actually have the hard copy to write in. Which is cool. Usually it's on sale for about $90 or so, but now it's on sale for only $49. Okay, so you can definitely get a hard copy. Like I said, I do have some books that's going to be shipped out tomorrow. But like I said, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to message me. Everything goes down in the DM, so feel free to message me. I do my best to reply as soon as I can. Okay. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Like I said, this is the last week to have anyone book calls me for free. I usually charge for these calls, but now I will be doing them for free this week to discuss your goals, your strategies, all of that good stuff. So it was amazing having you guys here. I may decide to actually post this, maybe not. But I will be doing another live very, very soon. If you have questions, you guys know where to find me. This is my only Instagram, so make sure to report any fakes. And as always, guys, I will see you at the top. Have a good night, everyone, or a good day, wherever you're located, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.